Yeah, what's good? This be the G Shaw Cypher. You officially tuned in to on the Grind Live podcast where we support anybody out there grinding in any capacity. It doesn't really matter what that capacity is, as long as it's a grind and you want to talk about it, this is where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it real 100 with you. We got people that's been grinding and doing big things for a long time. So you already know the slogan. When you see me, you see dope people. Again, let me repeat myself. When you see me, you see dope people. Anything else is uncivilized. And right now, I got somebody with me by the name of Young Tito doing this thing, grinding. What's good, my G?
I'm good, man. You already know it's your boy, your majesty, best rapper from LG, Young Tito, and I'm in the building, man. What's good?
Yeah. I feel you, man. Tell the people what LG, man. What LG is, man. Tell the people what that's at.
Uh LG is a project in Lafayette Gardens, you know what I'm saying, and titled name Lafayette Gardens in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying. It's the same place where DJ Mr. C come from, rest in peace. You know, we just recently lost him earlier this year. Easy Mo B come from there, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, one of the best producers in the world, you know what I'm saying. I just grew up watching them. uh Watching DJ Mr. C come out on LG Day and
Right.
Kane coming through and just showing so much love. Kane is like officially from Lafayette Gardens, Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Jay-Z came through, shot video, you know what I mean? Well, they
Yeah.
all came through and shot a video for Kane, you know what I mean? So that was
Yeah,
that
they
was
did.
just wonderful growing up and being able to see those type of figures and knowing that this rap thing could be real. You know what I mean? Because a lot of
Yeah.
people that they may not come from there, but they hung out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Lord Jamal, Sweet T, um, you had Easy Mo B and Rapping is Fundamental working with Tupac. Them
Right.
was the guys that showed me my first platinum plaques and stuff like that. You know what I mean? For them to
Well,
sing
definitely.
on choruses with Tupac, and you know what I mean, they just made us believe everything was real. And then Lafayette Gardens is placed where one way is B.I.G., Notorious B.I.G., and then the other way you got Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? And then you could
Right.
go another way and Fabulous is down that way, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we like was in the heart of everything, you know? So
Yeah.
to grow up
And
there
that's what's
gave me
dope.
a lot of musical influence.
I know that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn too, Flatbush to be exact. You know what I'm saying? So
No doubt.
shout out to all my people from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn definitely in the building. Let me
Hmm.
ask you this, man. You know, those are your influences, but from a music perspective, like what got you into doing this, professionally? Like what was it that told you,
Uh,
like, yo, I'm gonna do this?
I gotta start from the beginning. Like I said, being able to walk out my house and see DJ Mr. C, to see Big Daddy Kane, to see Lord Jamal, to see Sweet T, to meet Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? That was just dope. And being able to touch them and talk to them made me believe that it was real. And then later on, meeting guys like Royal Flush, the Boot Camp Clique,
Right.
Benny the Butcher, PD Crack, you know what I'm saying? Just Graph, Gat
Right.
Murder, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to just see them perform and learn from watching them and also being able to talk to them, like I said, and it was just dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Capone from Capone and Noriega, you know what I'm saying? I gave him
Right.
some merch and he wore it for me. So, you know what I'm saying? I just been getting a lot of love from, guys from within the industry. You know what I
Right.
mean? Jada
And that
Kiss, Jada hit me on Instagram, like, yo, I see you, keep working. So, you know what I mean? Just those type of inspirations make me believe that, you know what I'm saying, it can happen. Word.
when you place your music in the hands of people that have never heard it before, and they say, "Young Tito, what would I expect when I press play?" What would you tell them?
Uh, a lot of people say that I give them like that 90s feel, you know what I'm saying? That raw hip hop essence feel, you know what I mean? Because I grew up on a lot of that. So I try to stay in that pocket, you know what I mean? For the people that enjoy my music and know me for that, you know what I mean? I got a single out right now, you know what I mean? Produced by Easy Mo B. It's called Back in the Day. So, you know what I mean? That's fire out there in the streets right now. So, you know what I mean? It's just that raw essence of hip hop, that beginning, you know what I mean? That lyrical. I try to keep it in that pocket.
Yeah, and it's dope to do that, right? Like as long as you develop your sound You know what I mean? Like you can always take things to another level. You said you
Mhm.
got, you say you got a track, produced by Easy Mo B. Is that the only producer you exclusively work with? Do you have an exclusive producer, or what I mean? As long as you feel the beat, it doesn't matter what the producer is.
Um, I came up, you know what I'm saying, working with guys that, you know what I'm saying, may not have the bigger names, but since I
Right.
worked with Easy Mo B, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I have to keep it in that pocket and stay on that level. You know what I'm saying? I can't go backwards. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just want to work with guys like that or even bigger. You know what I mean? I want to work with a lot of producers. You know what I mean? I have a few on my bucket list that I would love to make music with, and hopefully that comes true, you know what I'm saying, and later on in the future.
And you said you got a single that out there with Easy Mo B. Is that the one that you currently pushing, or is there another single that you currently
Yeah,
pushing?
yeah, I do all my shows, so you know what I mean. I implement that in my show, and I got another single called Shadow Rapping, you know what I mean, which is off my
Okay.
debut album called The Demo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's this right here. It's
Dope,
called The
dope.
Demo. So you could definitely go check that on all streaming platforms. And this single that I have with Mo B is on my sophomore album called
Okay.
Stay True.
How many tracks is on that sophomore, and how many tracks is on that album you just put in front of us? How many tracks you
Um
did?
I got that in hard copy too, the second album, but the first one, the demo, you know what I mean? That's 10 songs on there. And then my sophomore album, Stay True, I have I think it's 9 on there. Yeah, it's about 9, 8,
So
9.
so
So I try to keep it short and sweet.
is there specific concepts for the full album, or what I mean, or you just taking the tracks and you just putting them on and trying to figure out what sticks? Like how do you develop the projects that you put together?
Well, I when I'm putting together a project, I kind of just go into my bag, you know what I'm saying? And I like to listen to beats and see where I want to go with the music, and just make sure everything is cohesive. I haven't really came up with the concept album yet, but I try to keep my albums raw and dope. Like the first one,
Right.
I titled it The Demo because I felt that everybody just comes out nowadays. You don't see their growth. So I wanted to bring it back to the beginning. So I said the demo. I said
Right.
back in the days, you had to have a hot demo to get a record deal. Nowadays, anybody can just get on their laptop and make an album or do what they want to do. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take it back to when you had to be hot and your music had to be undeniable for people to rock with it. So I said, what would make them feel that? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna title this The Demo. And then the just you know what I'm saying, it said, you know what I mean, because I wanted to represent who I am, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? They know I wear a lot of. I said, you know what? I want to keep it in that pocket and stay true. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah. And that
because I stay true,
and
and
why not?
it's also a double entendre. Stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not only
Right.
stay true with wearing it, but stay true to yourself at the same time. You know what I mean?
And I mean that's definitely got to be the goal, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
think I think staying true to yourself and showing people yourself, you know what I mean, it's what
Mm-hmm.
gravitate people to your music and to your style. You get what I'm saying? So what is your process when you get ready to write the record? What is you got to be in a certain studio, or you got to be have a certain vibe? Like how do you get to a point when you're ready to write?
When I'm ready to record and write and stuff like that, it just depending on the beat. You know what I mean? I gotta feel the track, and I want to have it where you know what I'm saying, everything is fresh. I don't come in with rhymes that I have already. None of that. I like to think of everything fresh. You know what I'm saying? New beats give me new concepts and new ideas. So I stay with new ideas and just work on it like that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I gotta say too, what helped me with songwriting a lot, you know what I'm saying, was Eric Nix at Violator Records. When I talked to him and he gave me vital information when he told me that anybody could rap, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hooks, he told me specifically hooks. So I always thank Eric Nix for that. You know what I'm saying? He made me a better songwriter. I was always a good rapper, but speaking to Eric Nix and the information that he gave me, you know what I'm saying, was priceless, because this guy worked with Tyler the Creator, you know what I'm saying, LL, Foxy Brown, you know what I'm saying, Missy Elliott, you know, validated records, you know what I'm saying, Capone Noriega,
Right,
Funkmaster
right.
Flex, like, you know what I'm saying? So for him to give me that type of information, that's priceless.
Now you told me earlier that you done shows and you perform your songs at the shows. Like, what? Tell me, you know, what I mean, what the vibe is like, you know, and the feedback that you get when you performing your tracks.
Oh, the feedback is lovely. Like I said, I learned a lot from watching, you know what I'm saying, my peers. I
Right,
sat
right,
there and watched Raw You Flush. You know what I'm saying? So to learn from that, I sat and watched Drez from Black Sheep. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like up close to really behind the scenes, see the veterans do this. It just gave me pointers that they probably didn't know that they was me. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And I
right,
learned that, and then I implemented a lot of that stuff in my shows. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
So
that
you a
just helped me out.
sponge. You a
Being,
sponge.
yeah, being
Right,
up close, you know what I'm saying, with these
right, right,
guys. Like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, can't say that. Like I could say I had Jay-Z's phone number. You get what I'm saying? Like people can't
right,
say
right,
that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've met Beehive, you know what I mean? Like
right,
this
right,
is
right,
this
right.
just dope. My path and my journey, you know what I'm saying, that I've been on. And I feel I got so far to go, but the people that I met on this journey, you know what I'm saying, and the things that they taught me, was just dope.
How do you feel about hip hop when you were growing up and hip hop now? Like, do you feel like a certain era was better than others, or do you feel like the change in environment and the change in style just helps the growth of the business?
Uh, the change and everything is cool if you
Right,
know you keep the art pure and you just respect it on that level. And to me, my favorite ever probably would be when I was a shorty. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Listening to KRS-One, Big Daddy Dat, Rakim. So you know, because that takes me to that time. So I just love that era. I wasn't probably even rapping then. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right,
So
right,
to just hear them guys, I don't think no era beats that. You know what I'm saying? I love the 90s too, you know what I'm saying? Even the 2000s, but I
mm,
gotta say the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Because everything was more pure back then, and you had to have
right,
that talent and skill. And it wasn't only about how much money you had, you know what I'm saying? It was just that talent. So
right.
people respected that more.
Music has a way of music has a way of changing moods and making you feel a certain type of way. You know, what do
Hmm.
you aim what do you aim to do, you know, to the people who resonate with your music? Are you looking for them to you know, feel like it's timeless, or you looking for them to feel like a specific way? Like what is your, I guess, what is your message that you want to make sure delivers, it comes through to the people who listen to your music?
See, this is the thing. I not only connect with the people through my music, I connect with them in other ways because I've done acting, I've modeled, um, I've worked at a radio station, so I was a radio personality. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to connect with them through more than the music, because the music is just one aspect of it. So I connect with them a lot through talking and rubbing shoulders and elbows. That's why I know a lot of behind the scenes, and you know, rappers, maybe people's favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying, 38 Special, like, you know what I'm saying, I done rubbed elbows with these guys. I think my strongest suit is being able to rub shoulders verbally with just talking. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to always be my music. So
Right.
when people get to come to my shows and they interact with me, they see, you know what I'm saying, that I'm human, that it ain't it's deeper than music. So that's how I really connect with a lot of the people,
Yeah,
with
and
just being out there with the crowd. Because
you know
to
it's
me,
important.
you can't only do the internet. A lot of people just do the internet and they don't really get out there with the people. I'm out there with the people. You know what I'm saying? before, my little channel and stuff happened, I had pictures with everybody on there. People be like, yo, you Illuminati, how you? I just be out there and I rub shoulders with all the artists. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right. You just want to make sure
Yep.
you deliver and you increase your network. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's very important to know people, and especially in this industry. I mean, in anything, it's really good to know people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you never know who if that person will look out for you without even you asking, right? So it's very
Yeah.
important to know people and get ready to
I
touch
was
to the people.
I was just talking to Shannon Briggs, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
shout out to the champ. I was just talking to him. He know my family and stuff like that. We was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dope that, you know what I mean, to talk to someone of his stature, and then he knows my family, because my cousin was a boxer too, you know what I'm saying? So he came up in that field, and you know what I mean? Mike Tyson knows him, and you know what I mean? Just
right, right,
it's bugged out that I mentioned Mike Tyson right now, because it was guys in my hood that had problems with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm from Lafayette Gardens, same
right,
place where the Notorious World is from. For
right.
they may know of him for dating Little Kim and having beef with 50 Cent. So you know what I'm saying? He was like family to me. Him, his brother Wise, you know what I'm saying? Nut, who was also, you know what I'm saying, very close with Notorious B.I.G. Um, I've had run-ins with Old Dirty Bastard, like, you know what I'm saying? So that, you know what I'm saying, I met all these people that I would have never thought, you know what I'm saying? So my
Yeah,
journey, I can't complain. Word. Like I said, you know what I'm
it's
saying?
no, no, no.
Meeting Foxy Brown, I rapped for Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown told me I was nice. You know what I'm saying? So my journey just been real dope, man. And I wanted to get my story out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people need to know my story, because, like I said, I'm from Lafayette Gardens, and on one end, I had notorious, you know what I'm saying, people in the street like Nut, Wise, World, you know what I'm saying? World actually did an interview with Wendy Williams, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right,
when he
right,
was
right.
dating Little Kim and stuff like that. And on the other end, I watched DJ Mr. C, you know what I'm saying? Easy Mo B, like, yo, people don't know, man. We would sit in the projects as kids, man, on a bench or something, just kicking it. And Easy Mo B and them would walk by with a radio. This is the carrying the radio days.
Right,
And it'd
right.
be playing beats. And I would just dream to one day getting on one of, you know what I'm saying, a beat with him. So to work with him later on was just dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real, man.
Is there a specific engineer that you work with to make sure that your music is crisp? You know what I'm saying? Or do you engineer your own
Right
stuff?
now I don't have a certain engineer. I just, you know what I'm saying, like to work with people that, you can make me sound good when the product is finished,
Right,
you
right.
know? Yep.
Do you have a
Yep. I
specific
would I would I would like to work with Havoc one day of Mob Deep. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. I've met him, but we never really got to work together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Malachi that used to work at Loud Records. Go up there all the time. So, you know what I mean? Shout out everybody at Loud Records, the street team. They used to show so much love when we go up there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And it's, Brooklyn's got a lot of, dope people obviously that came out of there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to really be in the
Mm-hmm.
weeds to really understand what the culture's like. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, is it like you said, it's important to be around people, rub shoulders, you know what I'm saying, shake hands and really have these conversations. Talk to me about, one of the biggest what are the biggest advice that what's the best advice you receive for some of these people, or just being around them? Like what else did you soak up that you feel like, yo, I'm glad I was there because it changed my trajectory of how I'm moving right now?
Mm. Uh I could say running into Master Ace in the spot, him and his wife Lachey. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember singer Lachey.
Right, right, right,
Her
right.
and Master Ace history with DJ Mr. C, you know what I'm saying, and their history with DJ Mr. C. So I run into him in the club one day and I said, yo, Master Ace, not for nothing, you know what I'm saying? I know it may not mean anything, me coming from LG, you know what I'm saying? And he told me like, nah, son, that means something. So it meant something coming from Master Ace, that me being from Lafayette Gardens, and I feel like I have to carry that torch. You know what I'm saying? For DJ Mr. C. Rest in
Right.
peace. I represent him every show I do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I feel I have to carry the torch. So for him to tell me that, nah, it means something coming from where you from.
Right.
Like it just meant so much to me. It was like a stamp, you know what I mean? It was like
Right.
I got stamped
Right.
by Master Ace, one of
Right.
the legends in this game, you know what I mean? So that
No,
was
I
real
hear
dope to
you.
me.
If there's anything specific you would want to change in this music business, what would it be?
Uh I probably wouldn't change anything because I like that it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? But then it's kind of easy at the same time. So it depends on how you look at it. Glass half full, half empty, you know what I mean? So I probably wouldn't change anything, you know what I mean? Because it
Right.
is what it is, you know what I mean? You're gonna always have artists that don't love this game. And you know what I mean? To me, my favorite part of it is performing. It
Right.
used to be going to the studio, but I love performing, so I wouldn't change anything. Like
Um.
I said, I met so many people. Now I wouldn't change anything. Teflon, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I
Right.
could
Right.
just run down the line, man.
Right.
I just seen Mike Geronimo not too long ago at IMI Studios. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
it's just been, you know what I mean?
No.
Nah, my journey has been so dope to me.
Being able to experience the different genres in the hip hop business, like, what do you feel like is the biggest lesson you've learned out of all of it?
The biggest lesson I've learned in this game, I think the biggest lesson I learned is just how to captivate the audience and let them know who I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because people are prone to more get into your music when they understand who you are as a person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the journey that I took. So once they see that I have the same journey as them, you know what I mean? Like I have a song called LG Day, and it's basically about my hood, but if you're from the hood, you can relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not just for my hood. It's about my hood, but it's not just for my hood. You know what I'm saying? If you love your hood and have that pride, then you'll hear that song and be like, nah, I feel the same way. You know what I mean?
Right. 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 It don't necessarily got to be about your hood in Brooklyn. It could be the hood in Louisiana or the hood in Florida or
Exactly.
the hood. You know what I'm saying? The fact is, you resonate with it because some of the environments, although they were different, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of similarities to it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I can definitely understand that. Listen, this is the On the Grind Live podcast, man. What do you feel like is your definition of grind?
My definition of grind is being outside and putting in the work, being at the shows, being on time, um always looking to expand and politic, you know what I mean? I want to shout out Kalia Clark, one of the best stylists in the game. You know what I'm saying? Met her. She just opened a lot of doors, and you know what I'm saying? Like just dealing with her and learning that grind, you know what I'm saying, of dealing with people behind the scenes. It's
Right,
not only the artists, you know what I'm saying? You got to know these execs. You got to know the program directors. You know what I mean? You got to even shake hands with the stylists, you know what I'm saying? Like
right, right, right.
it's always, you know what I'm saying, new people to meet in this business. You know what I'm saying? I like to look at it as a business.
Oh, it's
Word.
definitely a business. It's a
So,
business. You're a brand. You get what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? So with that being
mm-hmm.
said, like, how do you see Young Tito changing, the game in the next 3-4 years? Like, what do you see yourself doing? How you see yourself impacting the business and the people that you run into or may encounter as you keep moving forward?
I just see me as getting bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm working on the web series, you know what I mean? Like I told y'all earlier, I do acting, you know what I mean? So you can expect to see me in more arenas than just music. You know what I mean? You might look around and I'm, you know what I'm saying, modeling something. So I'm just everywhere like that. I have people that tell me like, "Yo, bro, I see you everywhere. You work." You know what I'm saying? Some artists you be like, "Yo, you need more work." Like people see me and be like, "Yo, you work." You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
you can
right,
expect to see me more on the internet, you know what I mean? And just outside performing. You know what
right,
I mean? I'm
right,
the type of guy where I used to just grab the microphone in the park, the train station. I didn't care where I was at. If there was people, I was there. I was there
Just
to
in the building.
perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I performed where people would laugh at me, you know what I'm saying? And I would keep going. And then after a while, I'm performing in bigger places where it ain't so funny no more. You get what
Right,
I'm saying? Like it
right.
expanded, you know what I mean? So that's just what I'm about. I'll perform in the sewer. You know what I'm saying? If it'll get me to where I gotta go, I'd have no shame in that. A lot of artists are ashamed to do certain things, and that's just not me. You know what I mean? I'll perform if it's 10 people there or if it's 10,000. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
So
I mean,
that's just what it is.
you gotta treat the performance just like you're following on social media. Just because you only see 10 people doesn't mean that one person out of that 10 can't influence, you know what I mean, or can't help you make a move.
Mm-hmm,
Just because that, the person you only got 100 followers doesn't mean that those
mm-hmm,
100 followers, you know what I mean, won't tell 100 more people about you, right? Like, it's
mm-hmm,
all smoke and mirrors, you know what I mean? So,
mm-hmm.
it's definitely, that's how I feel you got to treat it. You know what I mean? When you
Yeah,
out those
yeah.
10 people, you got to go just as hard for the 10 people, you know what I mean? Like you would do for the
Mm-hmm,
10,000 people, right? So,
mm-hmm,
I mean,
mm-hmm.
so you always start off small. It doesn't matter where it is, if it's brand
Yeah,
new. You get what I
yeah,
mean? So,
yeah.
I mean, keep grinding, keep working. Tell the
Yep.
people how they can get a hold of you. What's that social media, man?
They could get a hold of me on Instagram on my Young Tito fan page. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they could get over there. You know what I mean? My peoples run that page, so they could holler at me over there, or get at me on my page, Young Tito 89. You know what I mean? I'm about to get my YouTube back up and running. You know what I'm saying? I had some discrepancies, but things about to get back up and running. So when they do, they could come to YTAC, Young Tito all cap, and subscribe over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, can I hit him with a funny old dirty bastard story before we
Yeah,
get out of
yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I
Let's
want
do it.
out,
Let's
you know
do
what I'm
it.
saying? ODB, you know what I'm saying, is one of my, inspirations to doing this and not having no fear. Because you know what I mean? Like I said, uh Big Daddy Kane shot a video and he came through one time and just, wrecked. But this is another time where I met ODB. Well, not met ODB, but we was all in front of the barbershop on Franklin Avenue, right? So we just out there chilling, and a car pulls up. You know what I'm saying? And ODB jumps out the car, and he like, yo. He takes his. He like, yo. His hair is wild. He like, yo. Oh, I need a haircut. I just got out. So we like, oh, what happened? This is before social media, everything. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right,
So you could get locked up and get out before anybody even know it. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
Old Dirty, he got out. He was like, yo, I just got out. I got a show tonight. I need a haircut. So we was like, yo, man, sit in the chair. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny, I was just talking to my man C-Town about this because he's one of the barbers.
Right.
So he cuts ODB hair, ODB drinking and stuff. So at the time I didn't get him. I said, yo, OD, your album was kind of whack, man. So he said, you you the type of dude listen to LL. So the whole barbershop was laughing, you know what I'm saying? So that was just a funny old dirty story. You know what I mean? I took it on the chin. I laughed it off with him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Not no shot at LL. You know what I'm saying? No shot at LL, but we all know the ladies listen to LL. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right,
that's what he
right.
was trying to implement. Like,
Right. At
yo,
that
you listen to
time,
LL.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yo, funny ODB story. You know what I'm saying? He was just one of the many that I met. I got so many stories of artists, you know what I'm saying, having Jay-Z phone number, losing that, going to Jay-Z cousin house when they was about to make the Carter faculty label. I just got so much, man. Stay tuned, man. I feel like this is a good way to close out the year for me and get things moving by letting the people know who I am. Young Tito, best rapper from LG. I'm in the building. I'm here now. You know what I'm
let's
saying?
go.
Word.
Any shout outs you want to get to anybody else out there before we get out of here?
I just want to give a rest in peace shout out to DJ Mr. C. Shout out Easy Mo B, like I said. Shout out who else, man? Just shout out Capone, like I said.
Right.
Shout out Sweet T, like I said, she just coming through LG and just showing so much love back in the days. That was just beautiful, man. If anybody else I miss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word. Oh, shout out my guy Paul Kane. Shout out Paul Kane. You know what I
Paul
mean?
Kane. Yeah.
Word.
Well,
Shout out
if
Paul
you know,
Kane. I
if
I
you
can't
know, if
forget
you,
Paul
if
Kane.
you know
That's my guy.
Fabulous,
Showed me so much love.
If you know Fabulous, you better know Paul Kane.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
I met
I'm saying?
Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, yep.
Definitely.
Paul Kane is my guy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Word. People don't know the rapport I have with these people. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
just wanted to get up here, let them know that, and my music is dope. Check me out, Young Tito, man. Word.
Listen, man, I
And oh
appreciate
yeah, shout out the whole Lafayette Gardens. I can't forget Lafayette Gardens.
yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out to
the whole
Lafayette,
LG.
to the whole Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to everybody out there grinding. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Oh, shout out Doggy Diamonds too, man. Shout out Doggy Diamonds. I
Doggy
grew up with
Diamond.
Doggy Diamonds. Well,
Yeah.
under Doggy Diamonds because he's older. But shout
Right,
out Doggy.
right.
Yep. Shout out Doggy Diamonds.
I appreciate you taking the time out. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding, keep doing your thing. We gonna get out of here. Salute to you,
Yeah.
my G. We'll
Yeah,
talk
I'll
to you.
definitely get at you for a part 2. You know what I mean?
Oh
To
yeah, we gotta
keep
do
y'all
this.
abreast of what I'm doing. So,
Yeah.
yo, I definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And everything that you're doing. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate you, man. We'll be talking to you soon.
All right.
The people that's
And
just
oh yeah,
tuning in.
y'all can hit me up for that merch too, man. I got merch. You
Yeah,
already know, hats, shirts,
yeah.
whatever y'all need, get at me.
You got a website? You got a website?
I don't have a website, but like I said, they could get at me on my Instagram.
Instagram. All right, make sure y'all do that. You get what I'm saying? Get on his Instagram. Definitely check that out. So we can support.